Old friends are like old memories. They always remind you of your past, and we are reminding ourselves of the past episodes from this week of Good Company for the best of Good Company with me, Hollie Taylor. I'm Hollie Taylor. We're talking flying because there's been a shift, according to the FAA, saying that we're just a little bit more unruly when we fly compared to pre-pandemic years. And so it's an interesting, I guess, note. I've not experienced it. Maybe I've just been very fortunate. But we have coworkers here that fly. I mean, Joe, producer Mike, you were talking to him the other day. He's going to Italy.
Yeah, he's if he's not there already, he's en route to Italy today.
Ah, so jealous.
Flying with a certain airline that was maybe going to be on strike too, so dodged a bullet there.
No kidding. Yeah. Did he say anything though about traveling?
You know, I was talking to him on Friday just about how, tell me about the old days when traveling was fancy and sophisticated. When you'd get dressed up to go on a plane, and now it's like you're wearing your pajamas because you're going to be in a terminal for 9 hours.
Yeah. Or you don't know if you're going to be sitting on a tarmac for 3 hours.
Right, yeah. You want to be comfortable.
Comfy.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And so maybe that's why people are a little more unruly. It's not the same kind of level of care. And you're paying a lot for those seats. And it's, comes with extra stress. So maybe this is more of a reflection on the flight industry and not so much on the passengers. Or maybe it's just a recipe for disaster. I don't know, but text message here at 905-338-1250. This is from Ryan saying that, he remembers when he was younger how it felt like an event, and now it just feels like you're taking public transit. So, definitely a shift in how we perceive flying. I'm Hollie Taylor, and it is so interesting to hear people saying phrases incorrectly. I am one who will often say phrases incorrectly, but sometimes they make sense in their incorrect form too. I mean, come on, we're just starting our own trends. That's what I would say. Producer Mike, though, Honestly, I love your nerdism. You're just like, there has to be a term for this. Yeah, what is the term for this?
It's called malapropism.
Malapropism.
There you go. See?
Okay.
It's when you mess up one of those sayings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, text message from Pam. What is it?
She says, all intensive purposes. That's the one she hears all the time. Instead of all intents and purposes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All intensive purposes.
I probably said that one until I was well into my 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're honest, I never really gave it thought because I never really used it. Mm-hmm. I maybe found out 4 years ago what it was. But I never really used it. So let's see. Most people will say all intents and purposes. And that is the correct way. I know. I'm actually cheating, guys. I'm online. Okay, Ginny, is it tongue-in-cheek or tongue-and-cheek? Oh. Okay, what would you go with, Producer Mike?
All right, well, how would you put your tongue in your cheek?
And then it's like, And maybe it stops you from saying something you wished you didn't say.
Maybe, yeah, okay, you know what? That sounds right, actually.
Okay, so you want tongue-in-cheek or do you want tongue-and-cheek?
I'm going to change my answer, tongue-in-cheek.
I think you're wrong.
Oh, I went off of what you said.
70% would say tongue-in-cheek.
Okay.
Let's see if it's right. Oh, it is right. Tongue-in-cheek.
Okay. Interesting.
Guys, I feel like we're learning new things today. Okay, let's do one more. And this one seems like super obvious. Bold-faced lie or bald-faced lie?
Bald face? What is a bald face?
I don't know.
You just shaved?
Probably.
Yeah,
you can't trust the man who has no facial hair, I
freshly
guess.
Shaven, yeah. Goes back to when barbers were liars. I don't know. The English language is weird.
Let's go with bold-faced lie for 400, Alex. And 77% would go with that. And... It's bald-faced lie.
What? We got to look into this.
Okay, well, that's it. I am closing my laptop now. I was this many days old. So were you. Bald-faced lie? I'm Hollie Taylor. We're talking about kids these days, the things they're up to. Because I don't even know. It's so mind-boggling to me, the things that my daughters can do with video games, with their phones. Did get a great reminder from Laura, 905-338-1250. The kids now have STEM and STEAM programs, Holly, so they're learning this kind of stuff in school. And yeah, they are. Times have absolutely changed. Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised, but I am. I really am. Another text message here. This is from Ed. He says, my grandson comes over and helps me quite frequently with all of these new technological gadgets. Yeah, that's how I'd explain it too. These new technological gadgets. What does this button do? I've said that before, and my daughter said, don't push it, it'll delete everything. So, here's the takeaway. We are never too old to learn new things. We just have to do it. And what a great way of just creating those intergenerational relationships. They're there, they get it, they can help us. We can learn and hang out together and, use maybe our deficiencies in the knowledge of technology and use it as a way to spend time with them. So just not be overwhelmed with it. It is what it is, and there's always someone around to help. As you know, I'm a huge fan of the to-do list. My to-do list, I will actually add items onto it just so I can cross them off. I love the sense of accomplishment. Like, yeah, I did that. The only thing with a to-do list is that the to-do list never, ever ends. It's like an infinite list of things to do. You never really get on top of things. So some people are suggesting to put together the to-don't list. I know, it's kind of a bit weird. It's hard for my brain to wrap around, but essentially, on said list, you write out things that you're not going to do. And we say yes so much that maybe this is a great practice in saying no and carving out time for things that matter. So this week, I won't wash the dishes every other day. Maybe that's what you're going to do. You'll wash it every third day. Because the dishes are still going to be there. There's just more of them to do. Instead of doing them every single day, I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas here as I'm trying to process this to don't list. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, where's the accomplishment? I do like this one. I won't take calls between 9 and 11. Well, that's an easy thing to check off your list. And it's like, yeah, I'm not answering the phone. I don't have to do that. So will this work? I don't know. But maybe something to try to do. They say it's as efficient. It helps your brain. You're just organizing things in a different way. So if the to-do lists don't work for you, try the to don't. I can barely even say it. To do not? To do or not to do? That's the question. Oh, goodness. Are you going to give it a whirl? Let me know. 905-338-1250. Hey, I got a good news story for you today. You ready for it? We're going down south to Virginia. There's a school there, and some sophomores have a custodian that they love, Francis Apracru. And so he said for his birthday he would love a car, specifically a new Jeep Wrangler. But he's like chuckling, this is what I would love, but producer Mike would love to go to the moon, right? Like, we all don't get what we want. But the sophomore students of this high school heard that and said, you know what? Let's see if we can get this car for this incredible human being. So they set up a GoFundMe campaign, and they were actually able to gift him with the money they raised with his very own brand spanking new Jeep Wrangler. And he said he was happy. Happy. A beautiful story. He was to tears. He's been through a lot, left his family, and is now working as a custodian. And you know what? Clearly inspiring the next generation. It doesn't matter what you do. You can always bring smiles. You can always bring joy to the places that you are in. And in this case, it was reciprocated. So beautiful, wonderful story. Love it so much, and a great way to wrap up our week. Have a fantastic weekend. And I look forward to seeing you guys again right here on Good Company on Monday.